a couple minutes, you're going to go backstage and talk to the cast?
I'm going to be backstage talking to the cast, and I never know whether they really want us to be there. You really want to know.
It all depends on how it went.
Well, they've exhausted themselves. It's sort of that, you know, Joe Montana's just won the Super Bowl, and you stick the microphone where you going.
If it went great, they want to give you a hug. If it didn't, they want to just put their head down and disappear.
Yes, so if I come back looking a little more battered than I am, you'll know that the cast isn't in a good mood. But I think things are going great for them over there at the Neil Simon Theater. So
in the meantime, we could meet the composers.
We could meet we could do that.
Both named Van Dyke, but no relationship to each other whatsoever.
Or to Dick Van Dyke.
Or to Dick Van Dyke or Jerry Van Dyke. The composer and lyricist of Cyrano the musical, and the music, of course, is what makes this production different from all the others. Let's meet them.
Take away my life, but never take the pride in my brigade. If I die, let me be wearing these white plumes in my cockade.
What sets this Cyrano a nose above other productions is the addition of a wall-to-wall musical score. It's the brainchild of Cohn Van Dyke. Oops, wrong Van Dyke.
They always mix us up.
Cohn Van Dyke wrote the lyrics. Ott Van Dyke wrote the music. Bill Van Dyke is playing Cyrano. I may change my name, Sheldon Van Dyke, just for the program.
The French would say Cyrano, and the English are saying Cyrano, and the Americans say Cyrano. And the name is used a lot in this musical, so that asks for a lot of adaptation here.
I say Cyrano, and you say Cyrano. I say Cyrano, and you say Cyrano. Cyrano, Cyrano, Cyrano. Je ne sais pas, mais let's go to sing up. Something like that. They wrote a tune about that, I think, once in America. It's a long time ago, though.
Cyrano's tremendous fun for every nun. He loves to make us laugh, and how he loves it when we blush.
What I rewrote for the nuns I'm particularly happy with. Kuhn's original had to do with a nun complaining that Cyrano had stolen her prayer book, and that in order to get it back he wanted a kiss, and of course she had to resist him, but now she regretted it. And I changed that partly because I couldn't find the right rhymes, and I thought, what the heck, even though she's a nun, I'm going to let her get the kiss. And I had a funny idea, which was, she sings,
one day he fled with my prayer book and said a kiss would restore what I stole. I gave him a kiss, for I needed my missal to pray for his sinful soul.
This play was a hit when it was written at the end of the 19th century, and it has been a hit ever since. What Cohn van Dyke and Ott van Dyke have done with this is be very faithful to what Rostand is trying to get the audience to experience, although their language is completely different.
Zij is zo onbeschrijfelijk mooi. That has this nasty sound in it. For us Dutch, we're accustomed to it. But for the English ears, zij is zo onbeschrijfelijk mooi. It sounds ugly. And in English it sounds, I have no words for singing her praises.
Singing her praises. I can't express these feelings I feel.
It's a whole sung through musical, so you have to be able to follow the story in a very simple way. But except that it's a very simple story, it's also a very touching story. And I think that's the basic of a musical drama.
The moon is an important image in this show. And it has a kind of a dark feeling. There's the love theme.
Spoken, all is spoken. I said all the words that needed saying.
It was an emotional moment. We worked from out of the music, so I came up with a musical idea, and Cohn made lyrics to that. And when it was more information or more about text, Cohn delivered the text and I would work on the music.
So the whole structure of music and words is getting the audience involved at the very beginning and building like an arc a complete structure to the very end.